Anytime now.
It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
On Saturday, March 11th, at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway in Union, South Carolina. Pro Wrestling Union returns as it kicks off 2023 in a huge way as it presents Undisputed. General admission tickets at only $10. All student tickets at $5. It's the best value for great professional wrestling in the upstate. A portion of the proceeds will directly impact the school-wide initiatives of Sims Middle School. You do not want to miss out on this family-friendly, action-packed, professional wrestling excitement. Come check out the stars of Pro Wrestling Union, such as current tag team champions, the Heat Seekers, Black Cat Dion Johnson, Peterbilt, #1 Cam Jackson, and in the main event, Linear Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champion Chase Emery will be facing the interim heavyweight champion, the top dog of the industry, Bebop, in an undisputed heavyweight championship match. Once again, that is Saturday, March 11th at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway. Pro Wrestling Union, Undisputed.
There you go, Undisputed Pro Wrestling Union tomorrow night at Sims Middle School. Let me go ahead and pop this up real quick and do that. Undisputed, March 11th. You guys, man, the main event, the Pro Wrestling Union Linear Heavyweight Champion, Blue Chipper Chase Emery versus the top dog of the industry, the interim Pro Wrestling Union champion, Bebop. You don't want to miss that tomorrow. The Heat Seekers versus the Heart Killers for the Pro Wrestling Union Tag Team Championship. And I found out Dion Johnson is going to be facing the one, the only, the man of I just blanked out. Brito Royce, thank you. I'm telling you, man. I am. How you doing, Aftershock?
I'm doing all right.
I'm losing my mind, brother. You know why? I told you a while ago. We're not going to say it on air, but I'm losing my mind a little bit at a time. But that's okay. We're going to have some fun tonight, man.
I lost my mind one spring morning in 2013, so I understand.
At least you know when it happened. Mine just kind of goes out and comes back in. You know, it's like a bad flashlight. You know what I'm saying?
About the same here. I understand.
Right? So for all those who are going to be watching hashtag Truth today, man, tell everybody how long you've been in the business and how you got into the business.
I've been in and out, mostly in, but in and out for, let's say, 13 years this month. So,
okay, 13 years.
Yeah,
so 2010.
The 22nd of this month, I think. Don't hold me to it because I could be wrong. It was my first match at Royal Rumble. You know, won it. Didn't deserve to win it, but I did. And the rest, you know, yeah.
And you're a big man. I mean, you are a gigantic man. I mean, you're tall, you're big. You're a monster in the ring, man. I mean, it's got to be fun being a wrestler in the ring and being that big. I mean, you tower over most people.
Well, I ain't gonna say tower, but you know, the average height I would say in the indie scene is somewhat shorter nowadays.
Right. But what I'm saying is nobody's just going to walk right up to you and pick you up and throw you around the ring. That's for sure.
If they do, I want to see it.
I do too, because that man's going to be jetted straight to WWE without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Oh man, it has been. I've known you for gosh, it's been quite a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a few years now.
Yeah, it has. And you're, in my opinion, you're getting better and better every time you get out there in the ring. I love watching you work.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate it. That means a lot.
I know over the last few years you've had, some people helping you out. There was at one time out at HWA, Big Country was helping you out a little bit,
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
and
It's good. It's good to get that advice. I'm a whore when it comes to advice. Just put it in me. I want everybody to put their advice in me. I'm not giving me your advice. And it's sad because a lot of talent, both old and new, will be like, "Oh, I don't need to hear that crap." I already know that. And me, I'm humble enough, and I don't have an ego there, where it's like I already know it. I don't need to know it. When
right,
somebody comes to you,
right,
they could be even somebody that ain't been doing it for that long. Even if they come to me and say that looked good, but if you would have choked him a little bit longer, I think that would look good. Or something.
right.
I take all everybody's critique into consideration. So
Right, right. I mean, you're a big man. I mean, you. For what I've seen, you fight like a big man. I mean, I can't see somebody, and I'm not putting anybody down. I can't see 110-pound guy coming in there hitting you once and you fall. That's just not going to happen. You're more of a monster than that. They're going to have to do quite a few moves to get you even wobbly. You know what I'm saying? To get you, light on your feet.
yeah, I try to. I'm trying to find the right wording to say, but I try. I don't. Let's go from a promoter's point of view.
Right,
Shock, you're going to go out there, you're going to beat the crap out of them, and whatever. And that's not me. I don't. Yeah, I could if I want to, but I'm not a bully. I'm not going to go and sit. But
right.
I am learning that I just need to take this 500 pounds and kick somebody's ass, and that's just what I have to do.
That I mean, and that's what we want to see. That's that's
And
that's
that's
the
it.
shock that we've been wanting to see for years. That I've known you. I want to see that shock that's going to get in there and run somebody over.
Yeah, and that's in the past few years, I've kind of got that mentality about myself. It's like screw this. I'm
Right,
500-pound mark. You're even a 300-pound dude. I'm taking it to you, and you better be
right,
able. At that point, you better be able to have a cardio to outlast me at that point, because that's the only way you're going to win then. Because if you're going to, if I
right.
blow up before you
And
do,
and that's and that's something that a lot of people would say. A guy your size, the cardio means a lot, because if you get in there and you're wrestling a 10, 12, 15-minute match, at some point, you're going to start getting gassed unless your
yeah,
cardio is way up. And that's what a lot of people, when they see somebody our size, I'll say, because I'm just as big as you are.
yeah,
Um, that's the one thing that they always think about. Oh, you're going to run out of energy in 5 minutes anyway. This ain't going to be a good match after 5 minutes. But that's not true. You can
no, it's
build up
not.
that cardio. You can, and you can wrestle a match at your pace.
Oh yeah.
A slowed down pace, and beat the crap out of somebody, like you said.
That's what it is. These small dudes. No offense to them, they want to run around like a little jet plane, JJ the jet plane. That's me, flying all over the place. But the thing is, that speed's going to kill. They say that speed kills, and it kills. It gets killed because it gets caught by somebody my size, and I put you on the ground. And
Right,
without your wings, you're not going to fly. You will need some Red
right,
Bull.
right,
That's what it comes down to. So, and I've got that mindset now, where I don't have to run after you. I'm gonna just catch you and just, do whatever. If you get away from me, you better use that chance when you get away from me to whatever. So,
right.
you do,
I
you
mean,
do.
you think about it, and I'm gonna compare you in size to somebody who's a Hall of Famer,
Okay.
uh, Andre the Giant. I mean, look at his matches. If you go back and watch his matches, everybody he wrestled was smaller than him. There was nobody bigger than Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
he's like
And
7 foot
these small
something.
guys, like you said, they were trying to be jet airplanes. You had to chop the tree down. That was the thing I always heard growing up watching
Yeah,
wrestling. If you're a little guy getting a big guy, you got to chop him. You got to get him off his feet.
yeah. I
You
think
know,
my
they're like,
problem for go ahead. I'm sorry.
go ahead, go ahead.
I think my problem for a long time, and I still have that mindset, like I'm gonna go fly somewhere, and then I remember, gravity is not my best friend, you know. And then
Well,
when I fall
it
to the
is if
ground,
somebody's underneath you and you're jumping on them. Then the
yeah,
gravity's your friend.
then it is. But like I look at some of these, some of throwing beautiful drop kicks, insecurity kicks, lariat kicks coming off ropes.
Right.
And I'm like, that, let me do that. And then when I do it, then people get they take advantage of my mistake. And then that's been my problem for, I think, a lot of the years I've been in this business. And I just need to realize that,
You got to
no,
be you, man. You got to stay in your circumference. I would just tell you this as a friend and as a person who's seen you wrestle in person. When you become that 500-pound monster that everybody knows and not trying to imitate somebody else at all, you're just you.
yeah,
It's special in the ring, man. I mean, win or lose, you put on a show.
I try. I'm an entertainer when it comes down to it. You see that when you look at my TikToks and my YouTube and my
I mean,
Snapchat.
when you show up to a wrestling show, and I'm going to make your girlfriend a little mad here. When you show up to a wrestling show with an awesome hat on and a pink tie, and you got the personality to pull it off, that's awesome.
Oh, I try. I do. I guess, for lack of a better term, I am the best. What's the term called? Peacocker.
There you go. There you
Peacocking or
go.
whatever.
I mean,
And then
I've always seen you with great personality, even in character. Even when you come out, no matter if you're playing heel or baby, you come out. The one thing I love about you is you make everybody in the crowd, even as a heel, you'll come out and take your time getting around the ring, and you will point to each and every somebody out there who's pointing to you or yelling at you, and you'll yell back. You'll make them feel like they're part of the show.
well, they are part of the show because you hear referees, managers. It's the fans too, because they're out there, especially the diehard ones. That's the old ladies with the broomsticks and the drunk men out there just wanting to fight you after shows are over with. If you
Right.
can do that, and the cry babies you make cry, the kids you make cry. If you can do that in in my opinion, a non-cheap way,
Right.
cheap heat is what I'm referring to.
Right.
A lot of people don't care about you can be a bad guy and have a filter at the same time. However,
Right.
my filter is
Right.
they're limited, but
Right.
because I will say what is in my mind. Sometimes I have to. Oh, I better not say that. But like when the
And
way I was,
some heels don't know how to do that. Some heels have to come out or in a cuss or be vulgar with their fingers or other parts
yeah,
of their body. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that to be a heel and get people to hate you. You can use words. Just be mean. Just be mean is what I'm saying, and that'll do it.
exactly. I mean, you look at people like, oh yeah,
Alexander Polk said, I remember getting choke slammed by Mr. Aftershock. I bet that did not feel very good.
I bet his spine still shivers to this day. That's my
And Miss
brother.
Rhonda Ruff, hey, Miss Rhonda, welcome to hashtag True. She said, it's good until he puts that dang hat on.
But I lost my train of thought. Where were we at?
We were talking about big men and being in the ring and being yourself. And
Yeah, I mean, I suck at wrestling. I'm gonna be honest with you.
okay.
Pure wrestling. Let's say pure wrestling. The ground and pound type, the original, Eddie Guerrero type,
Right.
Dean Malenko,
Right.
anybody like
The
that.
chain wrestling, the rapping
chain
people.
wrestling.
I mean,
chain wrestling on my feet, I'm fine with. I can pull the
Right.
arm, do all that. But when it comes to this ground chain, that Olympic
Right.
style, along with my cardio not being the best in the world, it's better than what it used to be or what it was. I'd say not by much, but it,
Right.
it pays for me to stay on my feet and chain on my feet versus trying to get and in a ground situation with somebody who is decent at doing that. But
Right. But
going
again, your size, it depends on who you are as a wrestler and what you do in the ring. With your size and your strength, you shouldn't have to chain wrestle like that. Your persona in the ring, at least for me as a fan, is to go in there. You're a fighter. You're one of those, put your dukes up. Let's get it on because I'm bigger than you. You have to bring me down. If you can't bring me down, I'm going to beat the hell out of you in the ring. I mean, that's basically your style.
That's that, and I'm feeling more comfortable with. Like I said, I try to not be so mean to people, but at the same time, you have to be mean to people because that's how you're gonna win these matches.
Yeah, in wrestling, you've got to have that killer instinct. Whether you're a baby or a heel, you still got to have that killer instinct. You can't go into the ring, and I think this is what you're trying to say. You're losing that. Well, maybe I need to be a little soft in here. No, you got to go in there and act like you want to beat the crap out of this guy.
Exactly, and that's what I think. That's something I've been missing for a long time. Last few years, I got it, in my mind. And then in November, I went on this little hiatus, and I'll be honest with you, I lost the passion for it,
Right.
And
the thing is, do you still have the passion to get in the ring? That's my question.
That's the thing. I've been watching, and I put a Facebook post on. I think probably last week. It was last weekend because I watch videos and pictures from independent wrestling all over the world, mostly this country, but there's some Germany promotions I look at, and in European areas because I like that style of wrestling too. They're really good over there.
Right.
The best of the best indies is European wrestling, in my opinion. But there's just so many good matches last weekend, in my opinion. A lot of great talent, doing their thing. And I was just like, I've been feeling the fire kind of get reignited, and then, I'd say for the past month ish, and me and my good friend Mr. Thunderbolt, the ladies champion, Mr. Thunderbolt, we've been talking about starting a little tag team situation, which I love tag team wrestling,
Right.
tag team with my former best friend Eric Craven. You watch that. You managed it.
Well, I was going to say, watch. I helped manage you guys. So it was awesome.
You managed us a few times.
Yeah, and, I've got a picture of us. I believe it's right over here of you. I haven't got it up on my wall yet. I'm changing my wall around, but it'll be back up there where I was managing you guys. That was some good times, man.
I loved it. Of course, I turned on him in Ring of Fire last year, and that's a whole nother story with turning on him because he went out.
But that makes some of the greatest feuds, Shock. When you have a tag team partner for such a while or a long time, that makes some of the greatest feuds is when you turn on your partner. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I mean the thing about me and Craven Patrick, I'm gonna use his real name. Screw it. He'll live when you get to hear it. We went to high school. We went to middle school together.
Right.
And we trained together with the same dude in Monroe. And,
I got you.
Yeah. So, I mean, we literally know each other's moveset like the back of each other's hand. And, that, like I said,
and that's what made you guys such a great tag team, man. Is you guys known each other for so long. You guys watched each other come up in wrestling, and you had that. You just had that.
We clicked.
You clicked without a doubt. Luke Fury said, "Yo, what's up, Shock?
What a B-dog."
So speaking of Luke Fury, let's do this right here while we got a second. We're gonna show a promo from Mr. Luke Fury that he has out talking to one Mr. Zay Vega about the NAWA show coming up on the 25th. Let's watch this. And if you got any questions or comments for Mr. Aftershock, go ahead and put them up while this is going on, and we'll get right to them, man. But here's Luke Fury for NAWA talking about what he's going to do to one Zay Vega on the 25th of March.
You know, over the last couple of months, I've been moving up the ladder in NAWA. Hell, I've been moving up the ladder in the independent scene. And Zay Vega, I know you see that. I know you're acknowledging me, and I know that you know deep down that I'm up next and I'm going to be world champion. So, Zay, I don't even blame you for being in the ears of the NAWA office. Because, hell, if I was you, I'd do the same thing. I'd hop on the Luke Fury train and see where it takes me. But look, Zay, March 25th, you're not hopping on the Luke Fury train. I'm taking you right off, just like I've done 3 or 4 times now. You're a bandwagon, March 25th. I'm putting you down once again. I hope you bring your A game. Because I'm coming to the Burke County Fairgrounds with mine.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Let's go ahead and put this out there since they're my sponsor real quick, and this show will be tomorrow night. I don't want you guys to miss this. There is an NAWA show on the 25th, but there is one tomorrow, and tomorrow at Resident Culture Brewing Company, NAWA is having a free show. Bell time is at 3 o'clock. 2101 Central Avenue, Charlotte, North Carolina. You don't want to miss that. And then, just like he said, on Saturday, March 25th, doors open 6 p.m. Bell time is 7. NAWA. Man, look at these matches. Cairo Lindsay versus Myrick Moore, a 6-man tag with Ice Cream Truck and the Wranglers included in that. NAWA tag team titles on the line. The Allen Brothers versus Black Society. Big Nasty versus Tony Bench. The NAWA television title will be on the line as Sensational Dre White, your new television champion, will defend against the ex-television champion AJ Frost. AJ wants his title back. Luke Fury, this is the match we were just talking about. Luke Fury versus Zay Vega. No outside interference allowed. AJ Frost will be handcuffed to Cairo Lindsay. Both of their tag team partners will be handcuffed together outside the ring. And then here is the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it every time I've showed this poster. This right here is worth the price of admission alone. The NAWA Heavyweight Championship is going to be defended in a Burke County street fight. Big Donnie versus Chris Thunder Anderson. Don't miss it. It's going to be at the Burke County Fairgrounds, 145 Bow Street, Morganton, North Carolina. $10 at the door. Go out to see NAWA in action. Woo!
That's going to be some wild action right there.
That's a lot of great wrestlers right there in one show,
man,
boy.
I've had the honor of being in the ring with about half of them. So,
right? Luke Fury said, "I look so beautiful."
Let me tell you something I don't like about Luke Fury's promo.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's what Rhonda said. I don't like his font that he wrote his name in.
I did that. Not him.
Then I'm blaming you.
You blame me. I did that. That was me.
I'm blaming you. Other than that, that's going to be a good one too. Him and Zay Vega.
Oh,
Zay Vega's real good at what he does, man. Like he's probably going to kick my ass for saying this. Like a lot of people don't realize Zay Vega is in his 30s.
Oh yeah, but an awesome. Guy, but let me tell you, for in his 30s, he's very athletic, very good at what he does. Man, he's going places quick.
Oh, I totally agree. I still remember when 30 was old.
There you go, man. Speaking of looking great and being great, look at this. Brino Royce, the AWL heavyweight champion and HWA Mid-Atlantic champion.
I'll tell you what, I'm a mark of his too. I ain't gonna lie.
Right? He said gorgeous.
Yes, he is gorgeous.
And Rondo said, Luke. Why you looking over there, Shock? Why you looking over there?
So she's a mess. She is a mess. She loves some Luke Fury though. She does.
Oh yeah, we all love Luke, man. Luke's
Oh, man,
going.
I
Luke's going
I love
place.
watching it, and he's gotten so. I mean, not saying he was ever bad, but every match you see, it's like stepping stones of greatness, getting better and better.
Right. Second generation. That doesn't. That's not a bad thing, and he's learning as he goes. I mean, everywhere he goes, he's soaking. Like you said, everywhere you go, you got to soak up that stuff that the veterans are giving you.
Oh, totally.
And he definitely does that without a doubt.
He definitely does. I enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching Breno Royce. They all these younger, smaller guys that can get around the ring and do 20-minute stories, and it still makes sense. and they don't have to do a whole bunch of spots. It's just a good general combination of storytelling spots.
Right.
Stuff like that, and it's all because they have good leadership.
Right.
Well, if anybody.
Well, they're just smart and they listen to the, I mean, Breno Royce has, King Enterprises. You can't go wrong with the guys that are in King Enterprises, who leads King Enterprises. I mean, everybody, they work together as a unit and they work individually. So, that's a great place to be in, man.
Oh yeah, it totally is.
I mean, Michael King, if you want to know anything about wrestling or the business side of wrestling, especially, Michael King is one to definitely talk to.
He's a pretty cool cat from what a little bit I've talked to him. I ain't talked to him but like 1 or 2 times, but yeah.
Luke Fury said, I'm learning from Chris Hamrick, a great leader, until he turned on me for no reason. Shock helped me out. There you go.
We did that seminar, man, and I like, again, I like learning new stuff, and it's good to be in there with somebody, like that.
I remember that day. I was at the HWA show when that seminar was going on. I was there in the building, and you were doing some rolling around on the mat, bro. You were doing some work. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, people say 500 pounds can't move. Well, sometimes it can.
Oh, it was moving. I saw that you were doing hip tosses. People were hip tossing you and throwing you down. And
they wouldn't volunteer doing it.
Right. I mean, I understand. It's training, I'm just saying. But it's still, you're in there doing the work. And that's what, and everybody's got to keep doing that work. And that's what us fans want, is you guys to keep building and building and building.
Yeah, I just, now that I got this fire back, I've gotten real, I'll put it to you this way, Scott. Like, a lot of people, there's a lot of drama in politics and professional wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You know this.
Oh, yeah.
Egos get in the way of whatever. And I used to get personally invested in like that and not wrestling. I'd be like, oh, what's going on with them? Oh, why are they fighting? Why do they have heat? Like, I'm gonna be honest to you, Scott. That shit brought me down. That's what
right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, man? You good?
That was the part of the reason I lost that fire to be in the ring, to share the locker room with some of these names and some of these upcomers and people that's on my level that's right there in the middle, I would say, and like, I've just decided, like, one, I'm halfway decent at getting in that ring and telling a story.
I'm not. I don't mean to laugh at you, bro. I am listening to everything you're saying. But Rhonda just said it moves real fast when you get a taser after him.
You were a mess. I would shit out of her. She's a mess.
No, I know you do, but I agree with you, man. I used to do the same thing after Shock. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I used to let every little thing get to me, and I used to come on and rant about every little thing in professional wrestling. Right? And I've gotten to where I'm very selective now. And the one thing that I'll never quit preaching is you always got to work at professional wrestling. Professional wrestling, I don't care what you're doing. in the world of professional wrestling. I don't care if you're podcasting. I don't care if you're a manager, a ring announcer, whatever. Every day you got to learn and you got to keep learning and you got to get better. And there's always a way to do it. If you think you have stopped on your training level, you think, well, there's nothing else to learn. That's the day you need to retire because you've lost the fire, like everybody says. You just lost the fire.
Walk on out.
Yeah.
Walk it out now.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with, if you've been in the business 10, 15 years and the fire's gone, there's nothing wrong with just bowing out and going. I don't mean it in a negative way, but bowing out, walking away. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know. Yeah, 100%. And like, I don't know. Like I said, I got this fire back, and it's like, I'm still hungry. I'm realizing I'm still hungry. There's still opportunity for the 500-pound Carolina Monster that is the Aftershock.
Right.
To go out there and make a mark, and make an impact, whether it be at a promotion or on somebody's life that's watching, in the crowd. Somebody might be watching on YouTube or whatever else type of media. So like, I'm like I said, I'm not investing myself in people's drama. I'm investing myself in myself and what I do. Yeah, I give two shits about what everybody else does. Y'all can have y'all's heat, and if you have heat with me, it's a one-sided thing because I have no issue with it.
Right.
I walk into a promotion. This is kind of my mindset, Scott. There's two promotions I like. Predominantly like, and that's HWA. And there would be three, but that's a whole nother thing. But the HWA, of course, and then the Ring of Fire Wrestling. Like, them are the two places. There's not really, there ain't no drama, or not. I don't. If there is,
as long as you go there, I know both owners. One of them personally. I know the other one. I don't know him personally, but I know one personally. And as long as you work hard and you are training to get better, he'll work with you no matter who you are. No matter who you are.
And I'll go ahead and say the third one. It was Appalachian Championship Wrestling,
Right.
And that was
we've had some good times out at Appalachian. That was one of the places that I managed you guys at.
That's what I'm saying. I love that place, honestly. It's a good, peaceful vibe. And I left there due to some difference of opinions that I shouldn't even let bother me, to be honest.
Right.
It's something that was minute.
Well, that's awful good to hear a wrestler say, "Hey, maybe I just got too involved in my feels, and let's just go back to wrestling."
Yeah, that's all I want to do. I want to walk into a locker room. I'm gonna shake the hands because that's the way you're supposed to do it, and a lot of people don't do that anymore. I shake everybody's hand. I'm Aftershock, or how you doing? It's been a while. You had a good match. Because I'm a mark. At the end of the day, I'm a mark.
Hey, I am.
Somebody. I'll tell Bruno Royce especially. I'll tell Luke Fury, AJ Frost, because I'm AJ Frost mark too. Them small dudes. Who? Peterbilt. Well, Rhonda's a Peterbilt fan.
Peterbilt, he's a good one.
And that dude's amazing too.
Oh yeah.
I walk up to them dudes and be like, "You had a good match on such and so and so or so and so, whatever."
Right.
And it's not being a mark. It's a little bit of being a mark, but it's mostly for me a respect thing.
Right.
You're doing good. You're doing good at your craft. You're getting better. And that's what it is for me. So for me, I'm gonna go walk, shake hands. I'm gonna find my little corner because I like corners for some reason. I don't understand why, but I like corners and a comfortable chair because I'm fat.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna wait for the promoter to tell me who I'm wrestling and whatever, how long we got to go or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, if they're not gonna pay me, by all means, just tell me before I get there, and it'll probably be okay because I love this stuff so much. Now, if you're far off now, I need some gas money, but.
Right. Well, you should be getting paid anyway. You're 15 years in the business, bro. You should be getting paid anyway, regardless of where you go. I'm going to correct you right there, Aftershock. You should be getting paid. 15 years in the business, you know your way around the ring. As long as you're still working and training and doing what you need to do, bro, I'm behind you 100%. But don't ever say, well, if you don't pay me, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not. but I don't know. I just
No. Don't. Dot. No, there is no dot. If you show up to a wrestling show and a promoter called you to be on that show, you should get paid. You should be talking pay the second that promoter talks to you. Hey, Shock, I want you to come to this show. I want you to wrestle so and so. Okay, my booking fee is $25, $30, whatever. $50. I don't even know what. Oh, he got off of there. he hit the wrong button. I know he did. I know he didn't get offended. He hit the wrong button. He'll be back in a minute without a doubt. But no, man, if you guys are a wrestler, get paid. If you're in a wrestling business for, longer than at least 2 years, 3 years, you do training for 2-3 years. Most of you should be doing training for 2 or 3 years before you even get in the ring. But once you get to the ring, you do a few shows to, get used to, the crowd and all the other stuff. And then you start getting paid and you don't stop getting paid. You know what I'm saying? He said he will be back. Okay, I'm waiting on him. I'm waiting on him without a doubt. Rhonda, who's sitting right there, said he will be right back. That's cool. I hope I didn't upset him, but he deserves to be paid. Here he comes. Did you hit the wrong button, sir? I figured that. I figured you hit the wrong button.
I didn't even hit a button. I'm on my tablet, and when I'm trying to adjust my thing, that didn't sound right. And it
you
fell
tried to
over
adjust the screen. It went off. Okay.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But, bro, everywhere you go, you should be getting paid no matter where you go.
I will say one thing on that. I have valued myself at a certain number at a local level,
Right.
And if somebody's agreed to pay me, I've never had an issue with that price. I don't think I'm going to say it on here because.
No, you shouldn't, because you are your own business, man. Don't ever say it out loud. That's only for you to know.
I mean, and it's not super expensive. I've heard people that are not, in my opinion, not worth paying because they they either can't wrestle or they don't work.
Let's just be honest. There are some out there, bro. There's some out there,
and they're few and far between. But there's some that Thank you.
Rhonda said, "Ask him about his new pet, his new baby."
Yeah, we got girl. I'll get that in a second. I'm still on the. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But but I don't. I don't know. I have a value for myself, and most people agree with it. Some people say I'm worth more than that, and a lot of people say that.
Right.
And so. I appreciate them, and I appreciate anybody who's willing to give me $1 to come do what I love to do.
Well, you're worth more than $1 too. I'll go that far, man. You are. I've seen you wrestle many times. We've been in. I've managed you twice, if you remember, not just once, but twice. The first time was at GPW when I brought out Uprise, and that was fun. You got to admit that was fun.
Oh, it was fun. I enjoyed being out there for I'd say the first 3/4 of its run.
Yeah, it was fun about that. I mean, I know it was a backyard. It was what it was.
It was the only thing running. Let's say it. Let's be honest. It was the only thing running for 2020.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun out there. I had some good times. I can't say I didn't. But let me get to these couple of sponsors real quick, and then we're going to talk about your new pet, and then we're going to watch you during a match. So let me get this. See No Evil has a death match show coming up. Long Shoals Community Center, 3256 Long Shoals Road, Lincolnton. It's March 18th, $10 to get in. Lazarus Black, Raven Havoc, and Will Bannon will be going into a death match. Doors open 3 o'clock. Show is at 4 o'clock. Also, just put out today or yesterday, See No Evil Wrestling, April 15th, presents the Spring Fling. It's going to be a free outdoor show. Bell time is 12:30 p.m. Lenore New Vision Church of God. Bring your own chair and come out and see some great wrestling for See No Evil. Also, just coming out today for me, April. This is not an April Fool's joke. Saturday, April 1st, New Beginnings. Excalibur Championship Wrestling has found a new home. It's the old Mooresboro Gym, 306 West State Street, Mooresboro, North Carolina. Doors open 6:30, bell time 7. Tickets are $10 at the door. Look at that, man. You got Lodi. You got all kinds of great wrestlers out there for Extreme Championship Wrestling. Don't miss it. They just crowned a new heavyweight champion. They just crowned another new champ. They've got all kinds of exciting things going on at XCW. Don't miss it. We need to get you out at XCW, man.
Well, I don't know. It may you talk to player. You know, he's
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll talk
James
about
Roberts, I'm telling you right now, get this man out there wrestling for you. I'm just gonna say it.
I by all means, you know, I'll be out there. If he wants me out there, I'll come out there. I'll come out. You know, I ain't got no issue with him. You know,
Right.
If that's the thing, if I ain't got no issue with nobody, which again that goes back to personal investment, but
Right.
investing in the heat and with people
Right.
like if
Right.
I'm not gonna work for you if I don't like you. I will say that. I know that's going against the rules of business.
That's just somebody being honest, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I ain't got nothing against player James Roberts, whatever. However, you know, if he wants me out there, he actually messaged me last night with that poster. I'm like,
Right.
that's pretty cool. And I told him I'm happy for him, which I am, because he's been bouncing all over the place trying to find an actual solid, you know, place to run. And if he can maintain that, that's awesome. And if he wants my help doing anything wrestling, you know, he knows he can message me, and you know,
there you go.
I'm not. I will say this, and this is not just for him. This is for any promoter who wants. I'm not going out and trying to beg for your spot on your show.
Right.
You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not. I'm past the point of that. You know, because I used to be like, hey, you know, I'm Aftershock. I'm 500 pounds. I've been working for 10 years. You want to?
Yeah, somebody loves you.
And so, with that being said, you know, I'm not going to try and beg for spots on people's shows. If you don't want me, you don't want me, and that's fine. You know, there's.
Hey, you better watch it. She's about to put you in a headlock, man.
She a side hill. I'm gonna throw into the ropes here in a minute. She's gonna bite my fingers.
She's having a blast up there. Tell us her name. Tell us her name.
Foxy.
Foxy. Okay. Lady. Foxy lady. There you go.
Coming to get you.
She is. She's getting all over you, boy.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about.
My wrestling partner, Fort Rhonda.
AJ McIntyre. Boy, long time no see. Thank you for sending me the friend request, bro. It's been a while. He said, hello, Shock.
What's going on, brother? That's another person I respect the hell out of, because I love getting advice from that man. That man's a wrestling thesaurus, dictionary, whatever you want to call it.
There you go. He said, "Shock, we need to do it again, brother." There you go.
I'd love to, because me and him have some good. We're over everywhere we go. I won't never forget Concord. We wasn't nowhere near the main event, but we got one of the probably loudest pops of that show.
That's cool, man. That's totally awesome when you can pull that off.
He worked his basic. I ain't gonna call it basic because it's not basic, but he worked his general persona as heel. You know, his Scottish. You know, coming out with the Scottish flag. He had what's that dude's name as a manager that was out there at that baseball field in Concord in October 2020.
Okay, well, a few years ago. Okay.
Oh yeah, I loved it. We had so much fun, and we were rushed because that's a funny story. So, and if he sees me and sees this video, he's probably gonna kick my ass too. But the Barbarian,
right?
Him and I forget who it was that was main eventing, but it was another name, and I just can't. There were so many names on that show that I just like.
Speaking of Peterbilt, he said, "What's up, dudes? See y'all soon."
What's going on?
There's the man himself, Peterbilt.
Heck yeah.
Let's before we run out of time for this show, we got to go over. I want to go over a match with you. We gotta we've got a tag team match here that you had out at HWA just a little while back.
Yeah.
It was Revolution and Savage Kincaid versus you and Big Tier. And
Oh yeah.
we're picking it up during the match. I'm going to keep the sound off so we can talk about it, as it's going. AJ McIntyre said Kerry Morton.
Yeah, that's what it was.
AC Austin said tuned in, watching. Be blessed. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much,
brother. Too appreciate it.
AJ said Mr. Bull.
Yeah, that man's a trip.
Yeah, all right. So here's the match. We're gonna. This is exactly where HWA and the YouTube place that I got this. This is where the match actually started. So it's not like I fast forwarded. This is where it actually started. So we're gonna go from here, and at this point, Aftershock is on the offensive. So here we go. You've got Savage Kincaid in the corner. Oh, having some problems with the ref all of a sudden, right off the bat.
I think I was telling her I'll do it again because she's telling me to get off. I don't follow the rules.
There you go.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest.
Now you talking two big men, Savage Kincaid and Aftershock, leaning up against them ropes. That's a lot. That's a lot of muscle and weight going up against that ring rope.
I'm telling you what, I'm surprised I held it. He's a good 315, 320 at least.
There's Bam walking across when Bam was doing the ring announcing.
Yeah.
I miss Bam. He's a good guy. Oh, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. You get the crowd involved, man. You was yelling at somebody out in the crowd.
Yeah, I told them I was going to do that to them too. That's usually what I tell them.
Got him in the corner. Perfect time to tag. You did. You tagged your partner. Now, this guy, this Tier, he is like 7 feet tall, 6'11", something like that.
He's every bit of 7 foot tall.
Right? And knows how to use that length and all that, as you can see with that foot choke. A little bit of cheating there, Aftershock. A little bit of cheating there.
That's all right. What the ref don't know and won't catch us doing is totally legal.
Okay, I got you. Oh,
right.
You guys are putting it to them.
Oh yeah, you got to sometimes, especially when you're somebody as good as them two.
Oh, look at it! Oh, he's getting the big man up. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Tier should have.
It turned the tide right there. There's the tag to Revolution. Revolution comes in. Looks like they're gonna try a double team move.
You gotta stay on top of that big jerker.
Yeah, he gets to his feet. It's gonna be trouble. What is he? Oh my goodness, he got him over. Wow.
Yeah, that pissed me off when I seen it legitimately, and it pissed me off because they shouldn't have picked him up that easy that soon.
Wow.
But at the same time, Revolution is a strong guy. So.
He is. He's going up. There's the big foot. Got him on.
And you can't teach that.
Right, and you can't teach that. And by the way, that beautiful young woman bending over taking the pictures right there, that's Rhonda, who is just off screen from Aftershock. So I just have to point that out. I love you, Rhonda.
Yeah. She's over here laughing.
I know she is. But yeah, she's a great photographer. We'll get into that after the match. But you guys again have the advantage. Now, see, I like this. Good tag team wrestling. You got the guy, even if you're doing sneaky, heel tactics, you got them in your corner and you're working on them.
Yeah, that's my thing. There you have a lot of tag teams, and I'm not going to name no names, but you have a lot of teams who will have somebody in there. It'll be a 20-minute match, and the partner's in there for 18 minutes. And it's like, you have 20 minutes. Y'all need to. Every few minutes.
Yeah, if you're working on somebody, it should be back and forth. You should be tagging in and out. We want to see both wrestlers in there. I mean, I understand the hot tag. I get the hot tag, especially when you got a smaller guy and a bigger guy. You're going to beat the crap out of the smaller guy for a while. Then the bigger guy gets the hot tag, But all four of you guys in this match are, Revolution's not a small guy. He's not big like all three of you, but he's not small. He just picked up one of these big guys and tossed him. I mean, so Oh,
Yeah, my little.
and
That's what I'm talking
Inseguri.
about. When I hit them, try to hit them insecurities. I'm 500 pounds. I ain't supposed to do that.
Wow, that's good. Wow.
You know,
And you
it looked
nailed him
good.
with it.
That one looked good. It hit where it was supposed to, and it was effective. It didn't get blocked. But when they get blocked and I land and sometimes it's hard to recover after that landing, and they just take the advantage or whatever. But I
Now,
got
see,
lucky with
this is
that one.
another thing. You're on top of him. You're using your weight to your advantage. You're causing him to use all of his strength. Well, you got up. That just kind of blew what I was saying. But
Yeah,
most big guys make you use all your strength to get up off the mat.
yeah. Like I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why I got up.
Uh-oh. Big clothesline. See, this is what I like about big men in wrestling, because slow, methodical. Oh,
Yeah, and that's a
okay.
drop. That's one
Drop
of them drop
kick.
kicks that ain't supposed to get. They don't. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I might have been on drugs or something that day. But
And you got right up off the. I mean, usually big men like you, it takes them a while to get up. They have to use the ropes. You didn't need any of that. You got right up.
yeah, my joints are bothering me here lately, but I try not to. I try to keep going.
Another dastardly thing in the corner. Brian Sis says, "What's up, Scott and Shock? I hope you guys are doing well. We're doing
What's
great,
up,
Brian.
brother?
We're watching Aftershock and Tier take on Revolution and Savage Kincaid in a tag team match at HWA. Happened, I believe, a few months ago.
Something in that neighborhood of things. It was right before the
Right before the transition.
that too, but right before Savage and Cade and Dominic Wolf joined forces.
Right.
No.
And I believe they are they the tag team champions still?
They won it back from Chris Hemrick
Love,
and Chase
yeah,
Lovelace.
and Chase Loveless, yes.
And I think they're going to start calling themselves the boyfriends. That's what at the end of their thing they referred to themselves as each other's boyfriend and started. I don't know if that's going to. I don't know if it's going to stay, but like
that might stick now that you said it. Hot tag. Here we go. Two big men about to collide. Oh, Savage hit you. Savage is getting both of you. He ain't even waiting for him to get out of the ring. I'll tell you what, this guy right here is a bona fide star in my eyes, man. I love Savage Kincaid, man.
I love Savage Kincaid. That dude's good at what he does.
Oh, he's got the tag. He's involved with his partner. Gonna do a tag team move. Here we go. What are they? Oh, they tried to do a tag team move. It looks like he raked the eyes.
I don't know what's happening. I was on drugs.
Looks like you're out of it in the corner. Oh, big slam. I think this might end it. Or it's getting close. Wait a minute. No. Oh, my goodness. If this happens, it's over. Oh, it's over. There's no way he's getting up from that. There you go. Ring the bell.
Because I was a legal person with that, and what he didn't realize is he thought he was a legal person, I think. Right. And he goes to take me in, and I'm like, I don't know. Regardless.
Brian Sisk said, looking good in their shot. Keep up the great work, brother.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, so I want to ask you, man, because you've been involved in some really good tag teams, and you've done single. I mean, like you said, you've been in it for 13 years. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the tag or the singles?
I like them both equally for different reasons.
Okay.
I get if that makes sense. I mean, it's hard to like.
It does. It does.
Like by yourself, you have more of a freedom, and you're not tied down by a person as far as creative, making yourself whatever. But when you are with somebody, the creative juices, no more.
Out of darkness. We still have the T-shirts, though, AJ, don't we? We still have the T-shirts. We still wear them.
But I don't know if he heard, but I turned on him mid last year.
Yeah.
In Ring of Fire, but with tag teaming, there's a lot more you can do as far as persona and entertainment purposes.
Right.
I think that's about the best way. And as far as wrestling goes, the storytelling is a story you're going to tell regardless, but
Right.
it's done in a different, just a teeny bit different way with tag teams versus singles.
Right.
I like
Speaking of
doing.
tag teams, do you remember that I actually managed Out of Darkness
Mhm.
at HWA for a match?
Yeah, the
You
Billy Rush
remember that?
Memorial
We
Cup.
beat. I can't remember who was the who Big Country's tag team partner was that
It was
night.
Little City.
Little City, him and
Yeah,
Little City, and I held the foot of Big Country while you guys got the win, and
yeah.
Big Country wanted to kill me that night.
I bet it is.
I
But they
couldn't
still
even go
got.
back to the locker room. I had to go out where the fans sit because he wanted
Yeah,
to kill me.
I think they still got the victory, unfortunately. But it is what it
Yeah.
is. This big country, like I mean, he's
Right.
big country. He's literally larger than life.
Right. Well, they were
And
I believe they were the tag team champs. If not then, but somewhere around that time,
it was
they
in that
became the tag
neighborhood
team
time.
champs.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were. Yeah, they were a good team. I
Rhonda
think.
said that was at the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup. There you
Yeah,
go. And that will be coming up August, I believe she said it was. So let me know exactly what month or whatever, and I'll put it out there. But I mean, it's fresh. They're just putting it together. But somewhere in August, it should happen.
yeah. She says there's going to be a lot of surprises, so that's going to be
There you
something
go.
interesting to look forward to.
I always look forward to that. I haven't
Oh,
missed one since she's invited me, and I always have it on my desk. The only award I've ever received in professional wrestling, and look at that,
nice.
it was from Rhonda Ruff, and I appreciate her. I love her to death.
And
It's
she's an
always on
amazing
my
woman.
desk. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Great show every year, done by HWA. Every bit of that is good times out there, man.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the benefits
so
of
so
families
you're
and
back, and you wanna get back into wrestling. You said the juices are flowing again.
yeah, the juices are flowing. I think I hadn't really put my post for that I made. I put it on TikTok and I think I put it on Snapchat, but I haven't put it on Facebook because I want to make it the start of my promo video where I'm talking
Right,
about why I went on my little hiatus
right,
and why I'm doing what I call my last run because if I'm gonna put my heart and soul into it.
right,
I'm going any places that want the aftershock. I don't care how far away it is. If it only though, I will say this: if it's somewhere like far off, if it's some trashy something that somebody put together to call themselves a wrestling company, I'm not going to be there. I'm gonna be honest with you.
right.
I hope I'm the best, but realistically, I need something that's going to push my value up, and me hit with my value being pushed up, help another company's value be pushed up.
There you go.
Because just to look for my own value to be pushed up, it's very selfish, and I'm not a selfish person. I love this business. I want everybody that's in this business to be successful, and that's just how I feel. That's going back to if XCW wants me, by all means, yeah. If anybody else who wants me,
Right.
I don't have,
Since you
to my
mentioned
knowledge, I
social
don't
media,
have.
because we've only got 3 minutes left in the show, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they are a owner, promoter, or another wrestler that wants to bring you to a show or something. Tell them how they can get a hold of you on social media.
Yeah, I mean, you have my Facebook, which is if you straight out type the URL, is facebook.com / I want to say aftershock.x.
Okay.
And then anybody who knows Rhonda, they can get a hold of her through FaceTime or Facebook.
Right.
I'm on TikTok, Robert Shock 1989, I believe it is.
Okay.
And then
You have a YouTube channel also. Don't forget to plug that.
It's youtube.com / Robert Shock.
There you go.
So it was my real last name, and I wish I sometimes would have wished I left it my real last name, but I don't want the whole world knowing my last name because there's a bunch of crazies out there.
Right, right.
So yeah,
I wish I would have done something like that, but unfortunately my name is stuck to it since I kept my real name from the beginning.
yeah,
It would be stupid to change it now. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I can understand that.
yeah. So, and then I'm on Snapchat. I really don't know what my Snapchat handle is, but if you're, I know, and I'm on there all the time.
I'm
But if
pretty
you're
sure if you
on,
look up Aftershock or Robert Shock, it'll pop up.
it's definitely under Robert Shock, and uh, if you do want are interested
AJ
in becoming,
McIntyre said we're all crazy. Yes, yes, we
oh yeah,
are.
we are, brother, we are. Yeah, I just try to keep mine contained a little bit better.
Right? I got you.
Uh,
No doubt. No doubt.
but
Without a
yeah, I
doubt,
just
man.
I just thought, I know you're at 9 o'clock, so we're about to end it, but uh, I just I figured what better place to kind of talk about what my intent or whatever more so than hashtag truth, so.
I appreciate it, brother. You've always got an open booking on my show whenever you want it, and
I
of course,
appreciate it.
Rhonda does too when it comes to her show. She puts on every year for Billy Ruff, and without a doubt, you guys know that I will be your personal commercials if I have to. We've been friends for quite a while now. My chess buddy, for one, we play chess every time we get
And
together.
you kick my ass every time too, Scott.
You're getting better, bro. You're getting
Yeah,
better. Lazarus Black said, "Yo, Shock, much love." There you go.
that's
Lazarus caught
somebody.
the last of it,
That's
but
somebody else I respect the hell out of. Him and
right.
uh, Ryan Mantis, bro. I love
Brian
Black
Mantis,
Society.
his tag team partner. Yes,
I
sir.
like wrestling the Black Society as a team. I like wrestling. I've wrestled both of them. I hadn't wrestled Ryan by side, but I think I've wrestled. I don't know. Both, regardless, they're really good talents, and
They
I
are great
enjoy.
talents.
They're great
They are
talents.
great talents. And Lazarus is going to be part. I'm going to go ahead and before we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and hit all my sponsors again. Tomorrow night, you definitely don't want to miss this live from Sims Middle School, Undisputed Pro Wrestling Union, 2200 Whitmore Highway, Union, South Carolina, $10 at the door. School students get in for $5. Man, let me tell you, the main event of the evening is going to be the Blue Chipper, Chase Emery, the Linear Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champ versus the top dog of the industry, the interim Pro Wrestling Union Champion, Bebop. After that, of course, just like the name of the show, there's going to be an undisputed World Heavyweight Champ. Also, the Tag Team Championships are on the line as the Heat Seekers are defending against the Heart Killers. And also, we were just told, added to the card, Black Cat Dion Johnson will be in action versus Brino Royce. And that's going to be a great match right there. And if Black Cat Johnson wins the match, he gets a number one he gets to be in a number one contendership pool at AWL for Brino Royce's AWL Heavyweight Championship. So two companies working together, and that's pretty cool right there. Also, tomorrow night at Resonant Culture Brewing Company, NAWA has a free show. Bell time's at 3 o'clock, Saturday, March 11th, 2101 Central Avenue in Charlotte. You don't want to miss that. All the NAWA stars are going to be out there. And Saturday, March 25th, they're going to have a big show out at the Burke County Fairgrounds. You don't want to miss that. Burke County at 145 Bosch Road in Morganton, North Carolina. Great lineup. There it is. We went over it earlier in the show. A lot of great matches, but the NAWA heavyweight title will be defended in a Burke County street fight. Big Donnie versus Chris Thunder Anderson. You don't want to miss that. Also, XCW, New Beginnings. They're having a new beginning at the Old Mooresboro Gym, which is going to be the new home for XCW. Saturday, April 1st. It's not a joke. 306 West Main Street, Mooresboro, North Carolina. Doors open 6:30, about time 7:30. Tickets are $10 at the door. I just got to say that because, a lot of people think that, being April 1st, it's a big April Fool's joke. No way, no how. So
before we get off here, I know we're about to end it, but Rhonda wanted me to tell you, anybody that is interested in competing in the Billy Ruff Memorial Cup, the benefit show, it is a benefit show.
Right.
Whoever's wanting to, if they're interested in competing in it, to get a hold of Brian Thrill.
There you go. Get a hold of Brian Thrill out at HWA. If you don't know how to do that, get a hold of me, get a hold of Shock, anybody, and we'll point you in the right direction of where to go without a doubt. I love that show. Go to it every year. So definitely a great show. And I didn't hear her. What'd she say?
Oh, I didn't know.
You better be there. I need support.
Oh, I better be there? Okay, I got you. Without a doubt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, Aftershock, you've always got an invitation to hashtag truth. I want to thank everybody who showed up and commented and asked questions, man. We had AJ McIntyre, Lazarus Black, Brian Sisk, Peterbilt came on for a few minutes, Rhonda, of course. Luke Fury was on for a few minutes. Brino Royce, the new two-time champ. Alexander Polk, everybody who came on. I want to thank every one of you. The next hashtag truth will be Monday night. This Monday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on there as I get off the air. Please, if you watch me on Facebook, that is great. I love it. Leave a like. The views are awesome. But if you could, I'm trying to get everything up on my YouTube channel. Go to hashtag truth on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when every time that I come on. And it doesn't matter if you watch it on Facebook or YouTube. If you comment, it will come up on my screen, and I will have your comments on the screen. I thank everybody very much. Aftershock, he's going to do great things. Check him out. Go on Facebook. If you're a promoter and you're not using Aftershock, shame on you. He's a great big monster, and you ought to know that. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Monday evening.